Good day, America. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and I should be your next president. For far too long, America's been in a state of flux, constantly in conflict over how to govern ourselves. My opposing candidate, Thomas Jefferson, holds that if we trust the power of government to each individual, the country will move towards greater liberty. But while this is comforting to believe, it supports itself no more than mere poetic fluff. In reality, do not people of different walks of life have different interests? Are there not those among us who do not have America's best interests at heart? If we leave the governing to the common man, we would suffer just as many, if not more, disputes and disunitous ideas. This weak government will not lead us to liberty, my friends. On the contrary, a strong central government is essential to the security and liberty of this great nation. Such a government would better protect and serve the people, rather than a disjoint collection of states with conflicting interests. But who would lead this government, you ask? Would you have the farmers in government, whose political ideas change as often as their crops and the seasons do? Would you have the businessman in office, who would make policy to save $1 or $2? No. What we need, America, is the best and the brightest, those with America's best interests at heart, to lead us. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the voices of America.
Picture this. You go to the bank to borrow money to start a business. You need $1,000 to pay your workers and buy materials. You go to the president of the bank and tell him your business idea. He loves it, and he's willing to lend you money. But there's a problem. He's already lent all the gold in the bank. You can't start your business. This would not happen if Alexander Hamilton hadn't come up with the idea for the National Bank. A bank that could effectively print money and lend to borrowers. A bank that has branches in various states. Hello there.
Hi, I'm Alexander.
I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, and I need money to start my business. I need some money to pay my workers and buy materials.
Well, you've come to the right place in the American National Bank. Here, we have currency accepted throughout all of America and accessible whenever needed.
Wow! Thanks, Hamilton! Hamilton is clearly a fiscally responsible candidate.
How well do you know about the Americas' foreign relationships between France and Britain? Did you know that the Americas would have been in terrible trouble if it weren't for Alexander Hamilton's ideas about remaining neutral? When France declared war on Spain, Great Britain, and Holland, the Americans lacked the resources to fight in this war, and Hamilton decided that we should remain neutral and declared that we resign from the war itself. So vote for Alexander Hamilton. He is helping our country be a more faithful ally.
Do you want a president that sits by and does nothing as violence and animosity tear through our nation? Of course not. You want a president who will stand up for what he believes in and work tirelessly to keep our country safe and unified. During the Whiskey Rebellion, Hamilton took a brave stand against the rebels and decided that there needed to be an end to all of the controversy terrorizing our nation. With the help of George Washington and the army, Hamilton was able to peacefully negotiate with the rebels and resolve their problems, therefore putting an end to the Whiskey Rebellion. So vote for Alexander Hamilton. He will make sure our nation is safe and will do whatever it takes to keep it that way.
Mr. Jefferson, are you listening to the American people?
The French Revolution was disgusting. Did you know that Jefferson supported this disgusting revolution? And Jefferson supported this in the name of liberty. Did you know that over 17,000 people got killed, including the king and his wife? Would you want a president that supports this supposed reign of terror?
Jefferson hoped to weaken Britain and France by stopping trade. The Embargo Act ended up hurting our economy more than theirs. The Embargo Act was a failure. It caused unemployment to rise as sailors, shipbuilders, as well as other workers lost their jobs. The loss of foreign markets also hurt crops and farmers. Jefferson's a fool and clearly should not be president.
For years, Thomas Jefferson claimed that the government should only be allowed to do things the Constitution said it should be able to do. Then, purchasing the territory of Louisiana from the French, Jefferson went against all of his strict constructionist policies and purchased the land without constitutional authority. Jefferson is clearly a hypocrite and should not be president.
My friends, the future of America is much grander than the dreams of a farmer. Under my leadership, we we will become an economic force in the world. A vote for me is a vote not for Thomas Jefferson. I'm Alexander Hamilton, and I approve this message.